GGC family, our devotion for this week, Ebenezer by Elder Andrew Chua. 1 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12. Then Samuel took a stone and named it Ebenezer, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." Disobedient Israel had suffered 20 long years under their enemies. God raised Samuel to judge and bring repentance to his chosen nation. As expected, Satan sent the Philistines to attack in order to abort God's revival. But God performed a mighty act against the Philistines, resulting in overwhelming defeat. All Israel witnessed what Jehovah can do to protect those whose hearts are fully His. Samuel set up a stone for future generations to be strengthened in faith. Here are two lessons we learn from Ebenezer: thus far and helped us. Thus far. Its significance is a passage of time rather than a point in time. In 2015, I attended the 150th anniversary celebration of OMF in Chiang Mai, Thailand. It hit me why Ebenezer continued to be an ethos of OMF. Seeing more than 1,600 delegates from different nationalities, from all over the world, scattered all over East Asia, everyone committed to urgent global evangelization. Indeed, OMF is a great missionary movement of God. The phrase "thus far" to OMFers is not so much how it started, but more relevant that God sustained them through 150 years of impossibilities, hardships, and suffering. OMFers grasped Ebenezer to empower them to go on until the unfinished task of global evangelization can be accomplished. The phrase "thus far" gives assurance and unwavering hope of what God has done in 150 years. He will continue to do so in the next 50, next 100 years. With the current explosion of Omicron bringing more anxiety, fear, and suffering, are we tempted to give up? 2 years of COVID pandemic, mental anguish, and emotional turmoil. When will this ever end? Thus far, has God not protected us, strengthened us, provided for us? Thus far reminds us God has been faithful and will continue to be faithful in taking care of us. Help us is distinctive to deliver us. Lord, why not just deliver us to get it over with? When God does not deliver us but help us, He lets us go through the problem rather than make the problem just disappear. In 1 Samuel chapter 7, the Israelites had to go through the battle, chase the Philistines, recapture lost cities, with God helping them. God engages us in partnership with what He is doing to sear the experience into our being. He journeys with us through the valley of the shadow of death, holding our hands and helping us. Fellowship with Jesus through suffering more effectively strengthens our faith and forms Christ-likeness in us. We might prefer the easier way of quick deliverance. Songwriter Ira Stanfill expressed the protest of many Christians in the hymn, "Follow Me," in this way: "I work so hard for Jesus. I often boast and say I've sacrificed a lot of things to walk the narrow way. I gave up fame and fortune. I'm worth a lot to Thee." And then I hear Him gently say to me, "My feet were also weary. Upon the Calvary road, the cross became so heavy, I fell beneath the load. Be faithful, weary pilgrim, the morning I can see. Just lift your cross and follow close to me. I left the throne of glory and counted it but loss. My hands were nailed in anger upon a cruel cross. But now we'll make the journey with your hands safe in mine. So lift your cross and follow close to me." Let us all persevere. In the end, God promises each our own Ebenezer stone to testify what He has done for us.